Arunachal Pradesh, a name that conjures up myriad of images. From exotic tribes to a land of mysticism and surrounded by mountains, to a place that is free from the pollution that people in the plains call oxygen. A land that still celebrates its identity and carries it proudly, as this weary traveler from the city soon found out. Located in the northeastern tip of the country, it is a state that shares its border with Myanmar, Bhutan, and China. We slowly made our way from Dibrugarh to Roing. A tiny hamlet in Lower Dibang filled with picturesque villages and sprawling countryside and the view of the mountains behind. What more can a weary traveler ask for? Try as hard as I could, I really could think of nothing that could compete with the balm that this countryside was providing for the tired eyes. But a lesson in geography was not why I was here. I was here for a purpose, and the purpose was REH Festival. The festival is celebrated towards the end of January and February, at the end of winter, when the harvesting has been done and it is time for celebrations. A festive occasion celebrated by the IDU MISHMI community. REH Festival has an interesting legend. The locals claim that a slave named Apiju first performed the REH Festival. According to the folklore, he found a piri or a diamond in the head of a snake. He took it and hid it at home, but his house caught fire. He then tried to hide it in a number of trees, but they all caught fire. He consulted a priest, R.C. Anjoru, who declared that the diamond was causing all the trouble and asked him to sacrifice animals in the raid to appease the god. But the slave performed the festival without sacrificing animals like mutton or pigs. As he had no relatives, he offered the emeta or the gift mockingly to the trees, which soon died. It was Apiju's master who sacrificed the animals and invited his relatives and offered them gifts like mutton, pigs, and fowls to appease to the god.
REH, first in our community, an individual used to have a REH festival, but later on, our late Naba Itapulu, he thought that it should be generalized. So in 1968, he, with few people, REH means invitation. I think literally it means invitation. We used to invite, invite in the sense we used to invite our relatives, kins, those who are settled in different parts of the area. This has been organized by a whole village.
The celebration is age-old, although it is only of late that it seems to have found a spot on the world map. I discovered that the local communities are being motivated and helped by help tourism. an organization that has been trying to put together and bring to forefront the tribal communities, their natural resources, their culture and their emotions through festivals in Arunachal Pradesh and adjoining Assam. It is a period for relatives to visit their other relatives and children to come back home from other places. But it is more than just an occasion for feasting. The most important part of it is the process of Ada, where the male married members of the family invite the female relatives, and according to the folklore, an Ada or a loan is offered to the relatives who want to start performing the REH.
This festival now we celebrate to see our relatives from mother's side and from wife's relative and the husband's mother's relative.
जहाँ दूर दूर होता है सब अपने भाई बहन दूर दूर में रहते हैं वो सब यही एक फेस्टिवल है हम इसमें हम लोग मिलन करता है
मिलके एक साल में एक बार करता है सब सोसाइटी मिलना है खुशियाँ मिलना है इसके लिए इस टाइप से के लिए
Like all festivities, REH too is centered around food, with pork, fish and mithun topping the list along with generous doses of rice beer. The meat is usually mixed with steamed rice and is specially prepared only during this time. The sight, however, is not for the faint-hearted ones or even those who prefer their vegetables over their meat. Everywhere we went, the locals offered us glasses of rice beer, as we might offer our guests tea. With bellies full, it was time to indulge in one of their oldest rituals, the tribal dance. For Umli Meuli, attending the festival is like taking a journey back to her roots.
It's a good chance to meet people and to know more about my own culture since I've been out since small. And it's a nice social gathering where people from all the places like IDU MISHMI, they come and celebrate it together. So you get to know about the culture, the tradition and all that.
The women in their etwe polo or the top, the thumma, which is the bottom, angraha, the basket, and the lekepo, the bead necklace, sway gently to the rhythm and indulge in a playful yet graceful dance.
It is a festival to please the Januara. Januara is a spirit. It doesn't have any image or figure. It is something like that is a creator, like sun and moon.
The men in their customary Idu coat and lave, the bottom, and amrepa, which is their sword, dance to the rhythmic thumping of their feet. The words may be difficult to understand, but there's something about the music that makes a traveler forget that it is in a language that is hard to understand. After all, music has no barriers. It touches the soul like the soulful music of the IDU MISHMI community that transports one to a land of lush forests and mountains. The festival has become more than just a celebration. It is the only time that they can pass on their roots and their culture to the new generation in the hope of keeping alive their tradition.
Prane igana, prane igana.